Hey, hi, hello, everybody. We're going to do a quick reading of what you need to know. This is really just whatever comes out, comes out. Remember, if this resonates, that's great. If not, just leave it. Maybe the next one will be for you, but let's see what is going on. Overall energy is stability, support. 1111, a new beginning. What goes around comes around. Dropping third party blockages, standing your ground, and cutting people out of your energy that don't belong there. You're pulling your energy back, even with situations that you have a tie to. But this is karmic connections that you have. This is why somebody is wiping the slate clean despite how much it hurts. You got a new offer coming towards you. It's encouraging you. Don't put effort into situations that are not reciprocal. You're being divinely guided right now. Let's see a little bit more. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse, the Four of Cups in reverse. I mean, in the upright. Page of Cups in reverse, the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, the Empress. Seven of Pentacles in reverse, the King of Cups. Knight of Wands in reverse, and the Emperor. But the challenge is poor judgment. The Judgment in reverse. What I say, you got new coming in. But the challenge is, because in the overall energy, there's somebody still lingering. This person is going to attempt a little bit of a love bombing energy. The wheel will not go in this favor anymore, especially where somebody's biggest wish fulfillment was some form of reconciliation. Now somebody's biggest wish fulfillment is, I need to let this go. I need to go in a new direction. That's why the wheel, it won't go in this direction anymore. You got new opportunities. There's no closure here. That's why the challenge, the Judgment in reverse. But a part of you already knows that you can't trust this person. You've already started to reevaluate. You're going through a transformation right now. And I need you to know something about the Empress. The Empress is a very fertile energy. It takes 9 months to bring life into creation. Just because it took you a little longer doesn't mean you're set back. You're taking back control. It's the end of inconsistency, coming into the ultimate clarity. This person, you got this person's attention, that's for sure. You're calling in something with higher value, and people who hurt you, especially with that what goes around comes around energy, are going to witness what it feels like, what it looks like when you're actually genuinely happy in a situation. Yeah, there's regret here. You're coming out of sadness. And was there a potential of a tie with the past? Absolutely. But this person took advantage of what you gave in the connection. And I hate to say it, but karma is real. This person will search for you everywhere and not be able to find you. That's why the Judgment in reverse. Yeah, this person fumbled you. They did you dirty, but that doesn't mean that it stops for you just because it took you a little bit longer. The cycle was open, but you're telling yourself the hard truth to situations. That's why you're not taking action. And it's a very self-disciplined energy, because every part, it's a challenge to be very intuitive. It's a challenge to always have the upper hand. It's a challenge being empathic, because that ultimate awareness, it comes with a lot of discipline of you always having the upper hand, knowing that certain situations were supposed to be certain ways and certain things weren't supposed to go that way. It gets you in that energy of anticipating, anxious. And this is what somebody's biggest challenge is deciphering through that, is reading between the lines, and being very disciplined with oneself of, yes, I know certain things were supposed to go a certain way, but I hold the power of the wheel, especially where there was disrespect. Yeah, you're still very vulnerable to this, but you're transitioning out of the tower. You're having strength now with another infinity symbol of what goes around comes around. Your ships are coming in, and this person will absolutely try to make a comeback. And people need to know something. You got to give your guys self more credit. Everybody is always in that situation of, no, they didn't love me, they didn't fight for me, why would they're not giving me any signs that they want to come back. Why wouldn't they want to come back to somebody that was constantly giving them attention? Why wouldn't they come back to something that was constantly feeding the connection? This person took their time, that's for sure, but it doesn't mean that there won't be some form of attempt of a comeback. That's where you need to decipher and see between the lines of that upper hand that you have. It's a struggle, absolutely. Deciphering what is intuition, what is overthinking. The synchronicities are there. And if you've been seeing a lot of eights, it's a huge indicator that, yes, there's a return manifesting in, but there's also abundance if you pass this lesson, this test, blocking it out. You've already shifted your focus. You're representing the magician. You are the creator right now. Was it heavy? Absolutely. And nobody can take that away from you. But the blessings that are coming in is the universe's way of saying, hey, with discipline comes rewards. And you're about to come into a whole abundance of energy. Yeah, with the disconnect leads to wish fulfillment. But there is an entrapment of oneself. This is a little bit of a self-inflicted anxiety because, like I said, it's a very fine line to decipher what's anxiety and what is intuition. Somebody was speaking it out. No, this person doesn't want me. No, this person won't make a comeback. I don't even think this person liked me. Oh, they did, because you're replaying over and over and over in somebody's head. And that's why the universe was fully waiting for you to be prepared. And when you're in that Empress energy, I need you to know something. Even if you could go back, you wouldn't belong there anymore. You would be settling that self-sabotaging energy with something like this. Somebody would be picking comfort over peace. And it's a little bit of a competitive energy. And there's nothing wrong with that. We're all competitive by nature. Somebody's in that energy. If I poured so much of myself in this connection, and why would I allow somebody else to reap that benefit of my sacrifice? What you don't understand is you get so much more. Yeah, transitioning away from conflict, healing beautifully. Look at all the cards that indicate healing. Purging toxicity out, waving the white flag. And I don't want to shift in this energy because I'm not that type of reader. But there is a very, very abundant energy when it comes to this. The 10 of Pentacles, the total stability. Somebody is manifesting. Somebody's in the creator energy of a manifesting abundance. And it doesn't just stop with newer energies coming towards you. This is a whole new mindset, environment, possibly a little bit of a financial gain if you stop giving to situations that are depriving you. Slow and steady. This was a challenge. Look at the injustice here. And I need you to know somebody's in that energy of, there's a little bit of a gossiping energy here. There's a little bit of you trying to prove yourself to certain situations and certain individuals. But I need you to know something. This person was low-key intimidated by your energy. This person was proud of you and envious at the same time. That's a very bad combination. And I need you to know, you're in that energy of, I wish nobody harm, but you will reap what you sow. And one of the biggest karmic lessons, because everybody thinks karma is like some form of legality, this, and no, karma has a funny way of playing out. This person is going to be put in certain situations that you had to claw yourself out of. And they're going to recognize why you are the way you are, why you were trying to give them the benefit of the doubt, because hurt people hurt people. You didn't want to hurt this person. You were having fully every intention of trying to understand them. But self-awareness, that awakened energy, it comes with discipline. And this is what you're learning, deciphering through the two of them. Yeah, this person's going to understand what you fought through, that's for sure. And like I said, you don't wish this person harm, but karma has a funny way of playing itself out. The injustice that you've been through, you got done dirty. Absolutely. And you're going to start understanding why certain people couldn't go on this path with you. The wheel, you hold so much power in the wheel. It will only go in the direction that it's supposed to go in. And you start manifesting that direction because it comes with abundance. I hope this helped.